Overview of organization. Amazon is a United States-based multinational organization that specializes in trade/importing services. It was founded in July 1994 in Washington State by Jeff Bezos. It also specializes in websites that allow consumers as well as organizations to buy or sell products. It offers marketing services, advertisements, and promotion services. The Amazon.com Incorporation, also known as Amazon, was founded as an online bookstore by Jeff Bezos in July 1994. Within years, Amazon would then become the largest internet retail company in the world. A fun fact, due to his success, Jeff Bezos named the company after the Amazon River, as it was also known as the largest river in the world. Bezos' reputation is perceived as being a leader in innovational technology that has transfigured the retail environment. Amazon's success is allocated through human resource management, technological, and operational systems. These all twine in unison in order to manufacture products that add profit not only for their shareholders/stakeholders, but their community and employees as well. As this PowerPoint goes on, an assessment of Amazon's HRM strategies, fields that are in need of change, the company's effectiveness, and their analysis of solutions and proposals will take place. Organizational subsystems in need of change within the organization. The effectiveness of Amazon's HRM strategies, the exposure of areas in need of change, and the proposal and analyzed solutions. Three subsystems in need of change for Amazon are the departments, team management, and lastly, the programs. The subsystem that requires the most attention at the moment is the human resources management. Amazon's workforce includes a high employee turnover rate as well as a low commandeering HRM strategy. Amazon's ability to retain employees and their current strategy may be financially harmful to the organization as a whole. The problem is stemming from an only the strong survive mentality, which leaves a great deal/good amount of employees feeling as if they are not appreciated or respected by their leaders. Amazon's regretted attrition is a low 69.5% to a high of 81.3% across all levels, from Tier 1 employees to Tier 10 employees. Tier 1 being entry-level employees such as warehouse employees, and Tier 10 is more associated with the vice presidents of the organization. In 2021, 1 out of 3 new employees stay with the company past their full 90 days. Employees feel that the company invests in more of its high-tier level employees than its low-tier workers. Employees also claim that Amazon does not invest in their professional nor personal development. Organizational subsystems in need of change within the organization continued. It was expressed earlier that there were 3 subsystems: departments, team management, and programs. Within departments, they faced discrimination. The team management could forego managerial cuts, and programs could have programs for people with disabilities. In order to restructure their HRM practices, Amazon must ensure safe and secure working environments for employees, motivate and achieve a high-performing workforce, and ensure proper pay and wages that are proportional to the work done by their employees. Amazon is facing numerous lawsuits alleging the company has created a culture that discriminates against Black, Latino, and Native American office workers. There is data to back up the claim that people of color do not get promoted at the same rate as their white counterparts. Employee manager cuts reduce the cost of labor and disputes the strong anti-union culture. Another change that needs to take place is that Amazon is said to have policies requiring pregnant workers and workers who have disabilities to take unpaid leaves of absences, rather than providing them with reasonable accommodations. In 2018, due to long-standing criticisms, Amazon had its had increased its minimum wage to $15 an hour for U.S. workers. Though the increase occurred, there were still complaints that continued to surface about the working conditions as well as the wages. Unionization was pushed in Alabama in 2020 to 2021, but ultimately fell through due to the lack of support from workers. The ordeal concerning Amazon's employee engagement has ensued a negative public reputation, which serves as an obstacle that results in stagnant cooperation.
So, how does Amazon compare to companies with a better human resources reputation? Google, for example, is known as one of the best companies in the world to work for. And while Amazon doesn't have the worst reputation as a company in terms of human resources, and is still an overall successful company, there are some notable ways that other companies excel further than Amazon in their human resource management practices, and one of those is Google. So, for example, Amazon's philosophies towards employee relations and human resources are focused heavily toward pay and fair pay, offering financial counseling, encouraging investing in things like stocks and retirement. And pay is a big part of what they consider good human resources. They've made effort to pay people like higher wages, and pay is a big part of what makes a job a good job, but it's not the only thing that matters. Good pay is not enough when the hours and work conditions are grueling and lead to burnout. Their philosophies are also very customer experience centered, with high expectations of employees to be able to provide the best possible customer service, which is important for the overall success of a company, but not necessarily more important than employee satisfaction, because if employees aren't satisfied, they're burned out, it can be a challenge for them to provide good service. A happy employee is going to be more able to provide a good experience to the customers they interact with. Also, it can be difficult to find examples of what Amazon has done to ensure a work-life balance for employees, or to create an environment that retains quality employees long-term. However, Google has made many statements about their belief in using the right tools to attract the best talent so that their company can develop happy and productive employees overall. This is kind of the main focus of Google and what they believe. And they believe that all of their other goals will follow after this one goal is achieved. Google headquarters itself, like their physical headquarters, offers like so many amenities, including like a sports complex, wellness centers, even free massages. They feed people for free. So they're employees. And when surveyed, Google employees, pretty consistently rate the company just really high as far as a good company to work for. So if any company is making a change to a subsystem, that change is going to have a ripple effect. All systems and subsystems within an organization are impacted by one another in some way. So when proposing changes to one system, you're going to want to look at how those changes will affect the other systems or subsystems, and aspects of an organization. So when a subsystem such as human resource management undergoes modification, it affects the other systems. The effect can be positive or negative, but in the case of Amazon, ideally, if they are able to improve their human resource management and attract a stronger workforce and retain them, productivity would increase, which would improve the finances of the company. The overall environment would be improved. And those are just like, 3 of the subsystems that would be impacted by human resource management being changed and improved.
Good evening, class. Eduardo Martinez. Next slides will be satisfaction of three stakeholders. We can, lastly, for me, two more, in fact, ethics, utility. Continue on.
Internal consistency between the proposed function of attracting, developing, and maintaining a quality workforce that will bring about the change. Better candidate, salary/benefits, hire professional with a reputation, develop a better quality of employees, 6-month period of training for new employees, create incentive program on a yearly basis for employees that stay longer than a year in the job, stable quality workforce, team development should begin with the 5 stages of effective, can be utilized to make a team more precise and be the change of the organization. That change starts with forming, storming, norming, performing, adjoining a team together. Effective communication skill. Major companies like Amazon should avoid any communication barrier between employees and shareholders. Amazon needs effective communication between everyone from shareholders, employees, and management. Motivational theory skills.
Connectivity to course. Team development. The 5 stages of effective communication can be utilized to make a team more precise and be the change the organization needs. That change starts with forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning a team together. effective communication skills, motivational theory skills. Major companies like Amazon should avoid any communication barriers between employees and shareholders. Amazon needs effective communication between everyone from shareholder to employees and management. Integration of faith, learning, and work. Developing integration skills. Students learn through classroom, online instruction, and researching. Continuing education by attending workshops and seminars. Critical to continue to learn and develop relationships with staff and leaders to maintain a strong foundation. Creating foundation by developing trust, faith, and continue to learn will create an efficient workflow. Explaining on how to utilize integration skills by providing all type of resources and to maintain attending workshops/seminars. Even for leaders, it is recommended to continue to learn and thrive by pushing forward an integration workflow. Having faith and positivity will continue to grow a stronger relationship between staff, leaders, and human resource.